KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? What you screaming out? What you talking about? What you screaming about? Fight KC, everybody say, fight KC, come on, fight KC, what you screaming out? Fight KC, what you talking about? Fight KC, come on, fight KC. What you talking about? What you screaming about? Fight KC.
I can't believe I have to sit through these things every single week. I mean, talk about a guy, I know he's my boss, but he's full of himself. I've got the guts to say it, you don't. You know you feel that way too.
I love Major Basin and I love his PowerPoints, and he's got something to talk about here, as he usually does. The president is never short of words here in the National Wrestling League, and I, for one, cannot wait for this PowerPoint.
Well, absolutely, he's never short of words. He talks and he talks and he talks, and he usually says something insulting to Jeremy Wyatt, or he says something insulting to somebody like me, and I think we should just skip this part of the show every single week.
There's Major kissing his lovely girls who are sitting there at ringside enjoying what their dad does so well each and every week, which is put together these wonderful shows for not only the fans of Kansas City, but also the fans in St. Louis. And I am curious to see what Major is going to talk about, because every time he talks, a bombshell is usually dropped here in the National Wrestling League.
You think those kids bought those tickets?
What's up, Kansas City? It's a great-looking crowd. They're great. I have a PowerPoint.
Yes. There's a PowerPoint chant starting to break out here in the Scottish Rite Temple. I love PowerPoints.
Wrestling needs more PowerPoints. I'm actually going to start a hashtag called PowerPoints Matter.
That's right. Hashtag PowerPoints Matter on Twitter.
All right. Rupert, can I have my next slide, please? I've got some updates for you guys, some cool information. First thing is we have a new corporate sponsor, and that is the Uptown. How many people have been to the Uptown?
Hey, if you haven't been to the Uptown, I gotta say that's a great place.
It's a great place to go
is
to entertain
awesome.
the entire family.
Now on March 1st, that's a Wednesday night, we have a unique event going on. It will be a tournament on N64, WrestleMania 2000. I don't know if you guys remember that game,
Love
but it was pretty sweet. You can be there. There will be 8 of NWL KC's finest competing in a tournament against 8 fans. So show up. Show your Fight Club, show your swag, get in that tournament.
You said finest,
the winner
so
of the tournament
not.
gets a Fight Club Gold Pass for a year.
Wow.
What?
Winner of the tournament gets a Fight Club
Pretty
Pass
sweet.
Gold for the year.
Maybe I'll go for that so that I can win that. And
you
I don't
also
have to sit here
hopefully
next
at the
to
door they gave you some tickets for 10 free tokens. Please feel free to use that whenever you want. But I will be there on March 1st. I hope to see you guys there. Rupert, next slide, please.
That's showing all the things he just
Oh,
covered.
sorry, I skipped that one. You can go ahead. Give me another one. All right, so one thing I forgot about with Fight Club is I want to make sure that you guys all understand how great of a deal this is, right? We get free signs. I see signs up there, signs all around the arena. That's awesome. Use those signs, fly them proudly. That's your first. Good to see you. You get free signs. We have a meet and greet before the show where you can get to hang out with NWLKC talent. It's pretty sweet.
So many perks for the Fight
Worth
Club.
it? Is that a worth it chant? You get 15% off all of our merch. You get free access to monthly training matches, which will be at our new training facility, which opens next month, which is going to be awesome. And then you also get tickets to every single show. Rupert, next slide, please. So this is what you're actually paying per show, right? If you are in the balcony, it's $11.50 per show if you join Fight Club.
Wow.
In the orchestra level, it is $16 a show to join Fight Club. And in the ringside, it is $23 a show for the level of quality and the guys in the back.
Absolutely.
We pay those guys
Fantastic
full
deals,
time.
yeah.
We give them health insurance. We give them nutritionists. We give them workers' comp. They get a lot of stuff. And this is how we keep doing it. So come on and help support us. Get out there and buy those Fight Club memberships.
First time in the history of wrestling where those kind of benefits are offered
Rupert,
to our full-time
next
wrestlers.
slide.
Unprecedented for sure.
Now I've got one deal. One more deal.
Yes.
If you sign up today,
Keeps getting better.
I will pay for your March Fight Club membership.
Wow.
So there is no reason for anybody in this arena to leave here without a Fight Club membership today. By today, I will pay for your March fees. Now, if you already are a Fight Club membership, thank you. I'm buying your March Fight Club fees also. You're welcome.
How about that?
Wow.
Free month.
What a deal. That's what
Free
happens
month.
when you come to the National Wrestling League live and in living color. You get smoking deals like that all the time.
Rupert, next slide, please. All right, now I do have some serious business. I don't know if you guys saw in the videos or if you were here last show, but we have a team here called the Howletts, which have been
Very, very serious guys, the Howletts. Be
frankly,
careful.
they've been running amok, and they've been breaking not only corporate rules, they have been breaking state law,
They
frankly.
wouldn't dare mess with me.
So we are starting an investigation. It could involve racketeering because they hired the Mancinis to effectively organize a hit on Jet Royal while they clobbered his brother,
Still haven't
who's
seen
chained
the
to a
Royals
wall,
since that attack.
which is just ridiculous. And as a result, our doctors still have not cleared Royal Blood to compete,
That's right,
unfortunately.
Royal Blood's still out. Oh no, you can't be serious. The Howletts are coming into the Scottish Rite Temple and interrupting a PowerPoint?
Listen, you got to be careful when you put their name in your mouth because you know they're going to have a response, and you better be ready to deal with it. These guys mean business. Let's see what they have to say to the president, Major Briggs. Major, maybe
Leonel, Howlett.
rethinking the way he's treated these guys.
This is not a good situation. Major Basin may want to take a little bit of his own advice and head for higher ground at this point, especially with Marco and Leonel.
Turn the music off. Yeah. You know, it's real funny, Prez, because after all the things we've done to your company and your superstars, you would think you would keep the Howlett's name out of your mouth.
That's right.
You know why? Because you might just end up like the rest of them.
Now look, I'm gonna tell you something really, really clearly here. You guys are always talking about how real you are and how you guys aren't just characters. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not a character either. I'm real. And I'm your real boss. And I can really fire you.
You tell him, Major. You tell him.
I don't know about that.
So you might want to reconsider your tone. You want to apologize?
All right, I think this has gotten a little out of hand, all right? This has clearly gotten out of hand. All these people, of course they would love to see us fired. But you gotta think about the consequences of your actions out here, okay? Because if you fire us, not only are you getting rid of your best tag team in the entire NWL,
Can't argue with that.
but you gotta think about us as people. You talk about how real you are, you gotta think about us as people. We're family men, okay? We have mouths to feed at home just like you do. You got kids, right? You got kids? You know, I know that you have kids, actually. And in fact, they're here tonight, aren't they?
I saw him earlier.
You can't be serious.
Can you come here for a second? Take a walk with me. Is that them right there? Right there?
Wait, what the?
What is he
Hey,
doing?
Daniela.
Look at that. Look who's sitting next to his kids.
Are those his little?
That's
Are
Daniela.
those Major's
Right
little
there,
babies
next to
right
his-
there?
Howlett is sitting
Huh?
next to Major Basin's daughters.
Well, it's just that
Those
easy.
are problems you don't want. Those are problems you don't want, Major.
How dare the Howletts? Look at the look on Major Basden's face.
It's that easy. Understand that it's that easy.
These guys aren't playing around, that's for sure.
Major Basden looking ghostly.
Just like that.
This threat that may have come upon his family, and now Major Basden's getting in the face of the Howletts.
He's backing off.
Well,
Wait
here
a minute.
comes Lakota, Red Cloud, and Blaine Meeks coming out to maybe save President Major Basden from biting off a little more than he could chew with the Howletts.
All the money in the world doesn't do you any good about two guys who just don't care. They play by their own rules. Major Basden's in a lot of trouble with the Howletts.
The Howletts are not backing down from anybody, not even the president of our very company. The Howletts are dangerous, dangerous individuals, and I don't even know what's next for the Howletts.
Well, who knows what's next? I do know this. We do have a great main event later on with Red Cloud and Blaine Meeks. Take forward that.
Taking on the Howletts, that's right, that's coming up in our main event.
This is the Mile High Magnum Dak Draper, and you're watching NWL KC.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League, Kansas City.
Very excited about this matchup. I've been thinking about it all week long. Ken Dharma and Smiley McSmilerson. Can't wait to see Ken Dharma advance into the tournament. Advancing into the tournament. Man, Ken Dharma's on a roll.
You're calling it right here, right now. You're saying Ken Dharma is going to beat Gil Rogers and advance in the tournament?
Well, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't I take that? That's an easy bet. That's a sucker's bet. Ken Dharma is a winner. This guy's high on life. He's all natural. He is he's so flexible. He's a talented guy. Gil Rogers, well, he just has a big smile on his face all the time, and I have no reason to smile. He's a loser.
And Ken Dharma's, all those accolades you just spoke about for Ken Dharma, he'll be the first one to tell you this guy is the cleanest, he is the most flexible in the National Wrestling League, and he tells anybody who listen. I thought I saw him talking to a light post earlier today, telling him how flexible he is.
Well,
this guy is cocky and arrogant.
He is also an incredible athlete. Look at that. Can you do that? I don't think you can. I can't do it either. Not many people in this entire world can do that. Ken Dharma is truly one of a kind.
Look at that look on his face, like he can't do any wrong. And here comes Gil Rogers, the most enthusiastic, maybe the most technically sound guy on the roster. Gil Rogers is here for all the fans in Kansas City.
Well, he's absolutely technically sound. He is a very good athlete, that is for sure. But he's always smiling, and that's just annoying to me. He's always had such a positive attitude, and I don't know any reason that he should be so positive. Anybody should be that positive.
I'm not positive. I just don't think you like people who have an optimistic view on life, because you're always a pessimist. I mean, you're always telling me how I smile too much, and you're always making fun of my hair and all these other kind of things. You know, sometimes we just like to be left alone and enjoy life at face value. You know?
Listen, I don't need your social commentary, Snowflake. I'm watching this great wrestling match, and I'm here to see. This is, like I said it earlier, this is a match I've been looking forward to all week long.
Gil Rogers
Ladies
still
and gentlemen,
looking
this
to pick
contest
up
is
a
in the
huge
opening
win
round
here in the
of the
National
Kansas
Wrestling
City
League.
Championship Tournament. Set for one fall. Introducing to you first, from a piece of mind at 5'10", 174 pounds, Ken Dharma. And introducing his opponent from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, at 5'9", 210 pounds, Gil Rogers.
Yes, Gil Rogers. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a huge fan of this guy, and I cannot wait for the day where he finally picks up his first win in the National Wrestling League, and tonight would be no better night for his first match in the KC title tournament.
Well, I think you're going to have to wait, because Ken Dharma has really been on a roll. Nobody has really had any answer for his flexibility, for his unique talents, for his unique moves, things that he can do that nobody else can do, and nobody has an answer for it. And I don't think Gil Rogers has an answer for it either.
Although victory has eluded Gil Rogers in his short career here in the National Wrestling League, he says, he's told all the fans on social media, he says, don't give up. I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue and stay and fight here in the National Wrestling League for all you great fans out there. I really admire this guy, and I look for him to do big things, and especially tonight if he advances in the KC title tournament.
What is there to admire about Gil Rogers? I mean, is it his haircut? Is it that uniquely tan skin of his? It's kind of red looking. He looks like he's been out in the sun, maybe got burned or something.
He's in fantastic shape, first of all. Nice side headlock takeover by Gil Rogers. Now, the winner of this match in the KC title tournament goes on to face Lakota Red Cloud. Now, we've said before in weeks past that Lakota is probably the strongest man in the NWL roster. So whoever wins here tonight in this match has their work cut out for him facing Lakota Red Cloud.
Absolutely. Lakota is definitely the most powerful man on the roster. He's going to have the strength advantage over anybody. But can he bend over backwards like Ken Dharma? I don't think so. Can he smile as bright as Gil Rogers? Who knows if he can. Probably not.
Shoulder block takedown. Ken Dharma showing a little bit of strength and aggression there by shoulder blocking Gil Rogers down to the mat. Hip lock takeover. Nicely executed by Gil Rogers, and right back into a side headlock takedown.
Gil Rogers very technically sound, keeps it basic, keeps you off your feet if he can, doing a very good job of grounding Ken Dharma. But Ken Dharma, just like I've said, a unique person, and is going to be able to get out of this, I'm sure.
Needs to make a clean break here, High on Life, and of course he doesn't. Boot right to the midsection by High on Life, Ken Dharma. I'm kind of hoping, just a little bit, that Ken Dharma picks up the win in this match so he can go against someone like Lakota Red Cloud and get taught a little bit of humility by the big Lakota Red Cloud.
Oh, you don't think that Gil Rogers can teach him some humility? You already given up on Gil Rogers this early in the match?
I'm not saying I'm giving up on Gil Rogers. Gil Rogers versus Lakota Red Cloud would be a fantastic match, and I know that would be a clean wrestling match, but something about Ken Dharma I just don't like. I would like to see him, maybe get a little press slam or two by Lakota Red Cloud.
First of all, are you that naive to think that it would be a clean wrestling match between Lakota and...
Absolutely.
No way. Listen, that's how losers think. Losers like yourself don't think about doing things, whatever it takes to win. And certainly everybody here in the NWL is going to do that, except maybe Smiley McSmyerson there, Gil Rogers.
Gil Rogers falling off that top.
Not smiling now, is he?
He's definitely not, after being tripped up on the top rope when Ken Dharma laid across that top rope and tripped up Gil Rogers. Going for a cover here, jackknife cover, only gets a 2 count.
Gil Rogers is resilient. He's in fantastic shape. I'll give him that. The guy does the Harvard step test probably 2 or 3 times a day. If you've ever tried to do that, you know it's not easy, okay? So, yeah, I'm going to give this guy his due. He's in great shape. But, boy, he just is so annoying. He's not calm and relaxed and peaceful, and he doesn't live in the moment like Ken Dharma does. He's always looking to the future. Someday, soon, I'll win. Well, Ken Dharma's a winner right now.
So you're saying he's not smug, cocky, and arrogant is actually what I heard you say, because Ken Dharma, although he says he's peaceful and he's balanced, someone that's so peaceful and balanced shouldn't be as arrogant as Ken Dharma is. Gil Rogers is looking to pick up his first victory. Like I said, although he's not a winner now, he's definitely going to be a winner in the future.
Listen, you have no idea what it's like to transcend to a higher plane of being. So whatever you think is cocky and arrogant is probably just an inner peace that comes from the ultimate confidence in knowing that you are just that much better than everybody else.
Inner piece of something. Nice knee to the midsection of Gil Rogers. Gil Rogers hasn't been able to build up that momentum that he needs to pick up a victory here over Ken Dharma. Ken Dharma controlling this match. Looks like he might try to snapmare him over. He's got a cravat locked on right now. And Gil Rogers trying to fire away at the midsection to get him to break that hold. That's a tight cravat he's got on.
Every ounce of body mass that Ken Dharma has is useful. It's muscle mass. He is very, very strong, deceptively strong.
Senton backsplash, going for a cover here too. He gets a 2 count. Referee Nick Chin reminding him that was only a 2 count.
Little relaxation there from Ken Dharma, getting his mind right as he continues on with this match.
Do you think, Christopher, that if Kid Dharma picks up a victory in the probably the most important tournament he's ever been in, could he go all the way? Could this be one of the dark horses we've been talking about? Maybe people are underestimating Kid Dharma and his moveset and all the things that he brings to the table.
Absolutely. I would not call him a dark horse at all. He's been extremely successful since he's been here in the NWL and all over the world, as a matter of fact. So this guy, not a dark horse at all. I would not surprise me, and I have yet to see anybody who has an answer for Ken Dharma.
Abdominal stretch applied tightly by Gil Rogers. Haven't seen one of those, and Dharma reverses it. Dharma putting on an abdominal stretch of his own and grinding notice how he's grinding his locked hands into the rib cage of Gil Rogers, really accentuating the pain. Now look, grinding his fist there into the rib cage of Gil Rogers, really driving home the point that he can inflict pain too, no matter what hole he's got you in. Nice hip lock takeover by Gil Rogers.
Desperation moves from Gil Rogers right there, but Ken Dharma right back on the attack. Nice headbutt to the midsection. All perfectly legal, by the way. I don't see you pointing that out.
He hasn't broken any rules yet. Ken Dharma has been following the rules. I will give him that. Usually, but it's only a matter of time before when he feels threatened is when he feels like he needs to start bending the rules a little bit. So far, both of these combatants look evenly matched here in this matchup, and both of them want so desperately, all the athletes in the KC title tournament want so desperately to be the first champion here in the National Wrestling League. Nice monkey flip out of the corner, sends Dharma crashing into the middle of the ring, and now Gil Rogers is fired up and ready to take it to Ken Dharma. Nicely executed drop kick right on the chin by Gil Rogers.
Gil Rogers, like I said, not a lot of wasted motion for Gil. He's a very basic wrestler, but he does everything very, very well, and he's very effective. He's just so annoying. Maybe take him out, have a couple of shots, Gil. Maybe get a little ruthless, and then I'd like you a little bit more.
High cross body, nicely executed on Ken Dharma, 2. Almost got a 3. That was 2 3/4. Really, really close there to picking up his first win and advancing in the title tournament.
This is where the mental game comes into play for Gil Rogers. He has yet to put somebody away, and can he do it? I mean, he's having some trouble right now.
Reversal on the Irish whip. Ken Dharma looking like going for a back body drop. Gil Rogers blocks it. Belly to belly suplex
this
connects.
Could do it right here.
This could be it. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count.
Textbook belly to belly suplex right there from Gil Rogers. Ken Dharma in a world of hurt. That flexibility is going to have to come in handy. He's going to have to pull out something from his bag of tricks, or Smiley here is going to get the victory.
Almost a Magnum TA belly-to-belly suplex there. Kick to the back of the head by Ken Dharma. That would have been like a knockout blow.
He got him with all of that. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Have you seen anybody do this?
He's going in to kickstart the elephant. There's that pinning combination. 2, 3, and Ken Dharma picks up a victory over Gil Rogers and advances in the KC title tournament.
Gil Rogers was completely knocked out from that kick to the back of the head, and then it was just academic with the elephant move there for Ken Dharma. Nice job.
Ken Dharma continues his winning ways here in the National Wrestling League and advances to the next round of the KC title tournament, where he's got a mountain of a man to climb, and that's Lakota Red Cloud. I cannot wait for that match next time we're here in the Scottish Rite Temple.
Ken Dharma, he's got a mountain to climb, but what do you think about Red Cloud? You think he can try to outstretch Ken Dharma? I don't think so.
Rogers unfortunately picks up another loss, and the fans in the Scottish Rite Temple letting him know that they still care. And Gil Rogers will be back to fight another day. And with that, we'll be right back here on the National Wrestling League.
Blaine Meeks here, and you're watching NWL KC.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to NWL Kansas City for the Scottish Rite Temple. And here comes our next singles match. Chad Barstow taking on Lockdown Ray Briggs.
Chad Barstow is the new voice of a generation, millennial for sure. Hashtag kaboom, baby. Hashtag this guy is my favorite. Hashtag 12 million followers.
Chad Barstow definitely obsessed with his image with social media. He does. He calls himself the voice of the new generation of millennials. That he says they're not self-obsessed, that they're just interested in getting their brands across. They're just they're good self-promoters. And Chad Barstow says he is the best self-promoter, the best brand expert in anywhere, and especially here at the National Wrestling League.
Well, you ever follow him on Twitter, you follow him on Instagram, or you follow him on Facebook, you know this guy lives the life. He is definitely a fun guy to be around. It's fun to be a part of Chad Barstow's
And
life.
right now introducing his opponent from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Here comes his opponent for the evening. Lockdown Ray Briggs is here in the Scottish Rite Temple.
Lockdown trying to get on the winning track here in NWL. He's had some great matches. He's come up short for sure. Had some issues, or maybe if he would start taking some advice from Devlin, this guy would
Don't you start with the Devlin thing, kid, about how he needs to start listening to that no good Devlin. That guy is just a fire starter. He wants to stoke fires all around the locker room of the NWL. He is not looking out for Lockdown's best interest. Lockdown just needs to stay his course, and he'll pick up a win eventually here in the National Wrestling League.
Listen, Lockdown Ray Briggs, probably one of the greatest athletes you will ever see. This guy can do it all physically. Mentally, though, he's had some issues. And a guy like Devlin, out of the kindness of his heart, has been trying to give him some advice. And what does Ray Briggs do? He tries to start a fight with him in the locker room. It's just that's, in general, some bad words from Devlin. And all the guy really is trying to do is to make Ray Briggs a winner. Talk about ungrateful.
If you want some true inspiration, you can go to Twitter, @RayBriggs_NWL. Ray Briggs is always posting on his Twitter account talking about motivational and inspirational things that he observes throughout his day. Great guy to follow on Twitter. Chad Barstow, on the other hand, he has enough followers. You don't need to go follow that.
Listen, you probably should go follow Ray Briggs because he might get fired because he's not doing a whole lot of he doesn't have a lot of followers. He doesn't have much to say, Ray Briggs.
We're underway here. Nice clothesline by Lockdown Ray Briggs. Make that 2, and Chad Barstow gets a taste of that high-flying dropkick from Lockdown, and Chad Barstow wants nothing to do with Lockdown at this point.
Lockdown's feet were about 6 feet in the air, but did you notice his upper body was about 12 feet in the air? That guy is an unbelievable athlete. Like I said, he has got all the physical tools, but mentally he's just not there. If he would listen to somebody like Devlin, he could have it all, but he's not doing it. He'll probably take a few lessons from Chad Barstow, too. Chad Barstow looks out for himself, looks out for his brand, and he's very, very successful.
Self-obsessed Chad Barstow claiming he has 12 million followers on Twitter. More like 12 followers on Twitter. This guy, he's so obsessed with his brand. He's so obsessed with trying to get his brand launched and get himself over in the public realm that he doesn't worry about what's happening in that ring. And that's going to lead to Ray Briggs picking up a victory here tonight.
First of all, I think that he's a little bit more than 12 million followers. He's probably more like 15 by this point, especially since we've been talking here tonight. Wow, with moves like that, it's probably moved up to 16 million
Nice
followers.
swinging neckbreaker going for a cover here. Only gets a 2 count on the rookie Lockdown Ray Briggs. What is Chad Barstow going for here? Could be, looks like he's turning him over for a submission maneuver of some sort.
Look at that. There
Stepping right on the back of the head of Lockdown Ray Briggs, really wrenching down on the back and neck of Lockdown here. It looks like he could be turning in. Oh, he's
going for a wheelbarrow type maneuver.
Ramming his head into the bottom turnbuckle.
I love it.
Inflicting more pain with that hole. Showing a vicious side here is Chad Barstow. He has yet to pick up a victory here in the NWL, and he really wants to pick up a victory here tonight.
Chad Barstow's been the victim of some bad luck, but I think this guy has got something up his sleeve for Ray Briggs. Great maneuver right there.
Chad Barstow spinning heel kick connects with Ray Briggs in the corner, and Ray Briggs may be out on his feet. And kick right to the back of the head of Chad Barstow. Chad Barstow looking exceptionally vicious here tonight. Going for another cover, 2. It's a 2 count only.
Maybe Chad Barstow got some advice from Devlin and he took it, and that's why he's doing so well tonight. You ever thought about that? You probably haven't. I'm an investigative, reporter for us here. I find out all the scoops. I bet that's probably what
I don't
happened.
talk to people like Devlin. I leave people like Devlin
And
out
that's
of my
your
life
problem.
because I don't need any bad influences. I got enough sitting next to me.
What?
Up and over is Ray Briggs. Ray Briggs going on the apron, firing with 2 consecutive right hands to the face of Chad Barstow. This guy needs to desperately pick up a win here. Springboard clothesline connects with Chad Barstow. This could be it, going for a cover. Only gets a 1 count. Barstow out, puts his left shoulder up really quickly there. Chad Barstow still got a lot of fight left in him. Oh, nice leg lariat there by Lockdown Ray Briggs again, showing that amazing athleticism and getting way high up in there. He probably could have.
Oh, what is this? Hey, look
No,
at
are
that.
you kidding me? Devlin is on the
out there
screen.
for you? This is my awesome house, playing some Nintendo, and you're getting your butt kicked. Ha ha ha! Guess what, Lockdown? You're still a loser. That's right. Even my dog thinks you're a loser.
His dog thinks he's a
Tell
loser.
him.
Oh, come on. Devlin antagonizing Lockdown needs to turn around. Chad Barstow's manning the top rope. What is he doing? And he
Distracted
connects
for
with
sure.
Kaboom, baby.
That's going to be it.
He's putting out Lockdown with 2, 3. And Lockdown Ray Briggs loses against Chad Barstow after Devlin, that sneaky son of a gun, appears on the screen and distracts Lockdown Ray Briggs.
Hashtag I should have listened to Devlin. Nice win for Chad Barstow. His brand, it just probably went up to 20 million followers on Twitter.
And with that, we'll be right back here on the National Wrestling League.
What's up, guys? I'm Jet Royal. I'm Jax Royal. We're the Royal Blood, and you're watching NWL KC.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League. It is main event time here in the Scottish Rite Temple, and we have a tag team war in store for everybody at home. The Howletts, the dastardly Howletts, are making their way to the ring right now.
These guys are serious business. They've been serious business since they've gotten here. Things are really getting out of hand. I'll tell you what, Blaine Meeks, you got your nose stuck in their business. It's going to get knocked off. Same thing for you, Red Cloud. I don't care how big and bad and how superhero-like those 2 guys are. They're messing with real life, real bad guys, and a real tough woman right there in Daniela as well.
If you follow us on our Facebook, NWLKC, you will see that the whole week they've been touting this match as Honor taking on Malice. Malice, of course, being the Howletts, and Honor of Lakota Red Cloud and Blaine Meeks. This is a tag team match that we've been waiting with bated breath to see all week long.
I don't see how you can call that honor, sticking your nose into somebody else's business. Lakota Red Cloud and Blaine Meeks didn't have anything to do with the feud between the Royal Blood and the Howletts. They probably should have just kept to their own devices like you should do. You shouldn't stick your nose in the Howletts' business either. I'm going to tell them some of the mean things you've said about them, see if they deal with you.
I have said nothing mean, and coming to the ring right now is our resident do-gooder. Blaine Meeks is making his way into the Scottish Rite Temple.
I say he's our resident Budinsky. This guy sticks his nose into places where it doesn't belong. Everybody thinks that he's some sort of hero or that he sticks up for the little man. Well, let me tell you something, Blaine Meeks. You're a dork. You're a big comic book geek. Life isn't like comic books. It's real life here, Blaine, and you're going to get hurt by 2 very, very real tough guys.
Blaine Meeks wisely staying out of the ring, not wanting to engage with the Howletts before his partner, Lakota Red Cloud, comes out to the ring with him. So he knows that with the big man Lakota at his side, he's got a fighting chance to stand up for what's right and go against those dirty Howletts.
Well, the Howletts certainly have intimidated Lakota. He comes out there with a tomahawk, bringing weapons to the ring. Is that fair?
He never uses the tomahawk. That is a symbol of his people. He never. Oh, looks like we're gonna get started right now. The Howletts, Lakota Red Cloud, and Blaine Meeks are getting it on here in the Scottish Rite Temple.
Some fast and furious action right here.
Whipping the Howletts off Lakota clotheslines, and Blaine Meeks has a clothesline of his own. Nice drop kick by Blaine Meeks, and Lakota with a drop kick of his own. Almost turns the other the Howlett's inside out, double clothesline over the top rope, and we're starting off with a bang here as Blaine Meeks and Lakota Red Cloud take it to the Howlett's.
Fans are certainly behind the team of Meeks and Red Cloud. That is for sure. Howlett's on the floor right now. What's going to happen? Oh, they're signaling for something.
Lakota can't be serious. What is he doing?
He's picking up his own partner.
He's pressing Blaine Meeks over the top rope and takes out both of the Howlett's on the floor of the Scottish Rite Temple. Blaine Meeks flying like he always does here and flies high in the National Wrestling League.
Certainly things going very, very well right now for Red Cloud and Blaine Meeks. The Howlett's, they've got tricks up their sleeve. You can count on that. These are two tough guys. You think this is the first fight these guys have ever been in? Come on.
I think that's Marco starting off the action here tonight against Lakota Red Cloud. Gets a clothesline right across the chest.
These two pretty familiar with each other in their first round tournament match. Red Cloud getting the win on that one, so you know that's on Marco's
Is he
mind
going for
as
the
well.
Red
He's
Cloud?
going for it already.
He's going for the he only got it over the shoulder power slam. I thought he was going for his red Thunder slam, but didn't get it that time. Gets a 2 count.
Well,
on
first
Marco
of all, there
Howlett.
isn't anything that is considered just only a power slam from a guy like Lakota Red Cloud. This guy, one of the most powerful individuals you're going to find in the entire country, perhaps in the entire world. Very, very strong man for sure. Well, there you go. You always got to watch.
Daniela pulling the foot of Lakota Red Cloud. Oh, double knee strike and forearm strike right to the back of the head of Lakota Red Cloud, capitalizing on the distraction of Daniela. She needs to stay out of this match.
These guys are a well-oiled machine. They are a very, very talented unit. Look at that.
Look at those chops, and those strikes are having no effect on the big Lakota Red Cloud. But when they kick him down in the quads like that, it seemed to have a little bit of effect. No, maybe not. Can't even get an Irish whip on Lakota Red Cloud, showing his brute strength, and clotheslines both Howlett's down to the mat.
Neither one of the Howlett's are small men, and he's tossing them around like they are nothing right now. And now he's going to tag in Mr. Do-Gooder.
Blaine Meeks coming in the ring, squaring off against Leonel Howlett here. Nice back elbow, connects right with the jaw of Leonel, and nice bazooka knee strike by Blaine Meeks here, showing his incredible athletic ability all the time.
What did you call that, a bazooka Joe knee strike? I've never heard of that before.
It's a bazooka knee strike. Kick for Blaine Meeks fighting off both Howlett's right now, springing over the top rope. German suplex knocks the headband. He suplexed him so hard his headband flew in the third row.
Did you see Lionel's head when he hit the mat? Man, he smacked that thing really, really hard.
Leonel smacked his head really hard on that canvas when he came down, like you said, and Blaine Meeks fakes diving to the outside. Oh. And look at that coward pulling his manager right in front of him.
Did you see that? Blaine Meeks tried to punch Daniela. Thank goodness Marco came in and made the save on that one. this guy's supposed to be a hero, and he was gonna hit a woman.
He did not even try to punch Daniela. You're making things up. You're just trying to suck up to the Howlett's because you don't want any trouble with these guys either.
You're darn right I am. These guys are taking over. They're beating up everybody. They're not going to beat up me, that's for sure.
By the way, I didn't say anything bad about these guys.
I've got it on tape. I'll play it for the Howlett's after this match. You can count on that.
I don't want a target on my back. I don't want to even. When I see these guys outside, I get on the other side of the street. I don't want to be anywhere near Marco and Leonel Howlett.
And I'm sure they don't want to be anywhere near you as well. It's just the same feeling as me. Blaine Meeks in a world of trouble right now. That's one thing he doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to get into a street fight with the Howlett's. These guys are definitely tough dudes.
Double hip toss, takeover knee strike, followed up by a jumping leg drop. Did you see the elevation on that by Leonel Howlett? Marco going for a cover now, gets a 2 count. Blaine Meeks in a lot of trouble here against the Howlett's, and if he stays in that corner, the Howlett's are going to pick apart our resident superhero Blaine Meeks.
This is real life, Blaine. This isn't a comic book. You're not going to win. The hero doesn't save the day at the end of this one. He's getting choked out right now.
really reaching down on that chin lock. Blaine Meeks and Lakota Red Cloud have been tracking the Howletts. They have seen the dastardly and evil things the Howletts have perpetrated on many members of not only the NWL wrestling staff, but the staff as a whole, and they are tired of it, and that's what brings us to this match tonight. They want to make sure that the Howletts' reign of terror does not continue here in the NWL.
You know, what is in it for Blaine Meeks and Lakota Red Cloud?
They're doing what's right.
These guys are singles competitors. The Howletts are a tag team. They didn't have any issue with these guys. They had to stick their nose in their business, and this is what you get when you mess with guys like the Howletts. Look what happened to the Royal Blood. You see them? Where have the Royal Blood been since they messed with the Howletts, right? They've been in the hospital. They've been beat up. Everybody needs to take notice. These guys are for real. They're here to hurt people.
Stomping away on the corner. Blaine Meeks just crumbling in the corner there. Quick tags in and out, showing great tag team wrestling are the Howletts. No denying the fact that although these guys are dastardly mean and dirty, they get it done. They are great. Oh, elevating Blaine Meeks. They are a great tag team. And I would say probably outside of the Royal Bloods, they're looking to capture those NWL KC Tag Team Championships.
These two guys, one of the best tag teams in the entire world. They definitely know how to get it done there in the ring and in the streets.
Look at Blaine Meeks firing his way, trying to fight his way out of the Howlett's corner, knowing that he needs to make a tag to Lakota Red Cloud if he's going to survive this match. And he gets drilled with a spine buster right in the center of the ring by Leonel Howlett.
That was a huge spine buster.
2 count only, gets the right shoulder up. Blaine Meeks desperately trying to make that tag to the big Lakota Warrior.
The only thing saving Blaine Meeks right now is his great conditioning and his stupidity, that's for sure.
What are they going to do? Are they going to throw Blaine Meeks outside of the ring?
They should.
Oh, drops him right in the center of the ring. I thought they were going to toss him over into the second row.
Look at Blaine Meeks' eyes right now. There is nobody home. This guy is, look, his eyes are glassy-eyed. He is hurting bad. I've never seen Blaine Meeks beat up this bad before.
Blaine Meeks desperately trying to make that tag to Lakota Red Cloud. The crowd wants it. Blaine Meeks needs it at this point because he cannot last much longer with a team like the Howletts if they keep isolating him in that corner.
Look, he's got a lot of fight in him. I'll give him that, but he needs to mount some sort of an offense right here, or this match is going to be over very, very quickly. Look at that. Just takes one shot and he doubles him over.
Marco drilling that knee right into the midsection of Blaine Meeks and just dumping him to the outside. And look at Daniela. What is she doing again? Raking away at the face of Blaine Meeks. She needs to stay out of this match, and the referee needs to pay attention and kick her to the back.
Probably trying to get back at Blaine for trying to punch her earlier in the night. That's probably a smart move from Daniela. I tell you, these guys are a unit. You can't keep your eye off of any of them, right? And you only have 2 eyes, so that means one of them is going to be hitting you in the back.
Marco and Leonel Howlett still isolating Blaine Meeks in their corner, firing forearm strikes in the face as Leonel. This Leonel character, he is a little off. There's something off about both of these Howletts, but him especially, he seems like a wild card. Marco coming in, nice European uppercut, crumbles him into the corner, cannonball, smushes him into the corner, reverse cannonball, crushes Blaine Meeks on that bottom turnbuckle, and he is just slumped over. This match could be over right here, right now.
Look at Blaine. He is not moving. His head just barely being held up by that bottom turnbuckle. This guy is in a lot of trouble right now. The Howletts, they don't care. This isn't about a victory necessarily. This is about sending a message to not only Blaine Meeks and Lakota, but sending a message to everybody in the locker room. Hey, Royal Blood, are you in your hospital beds watching this match? Because you should be. You come back and take a shot at these guys. This is what you got in store for you. You just got a little taste earlier.
Marco and Leonel Howlett were just waving at Major Baisden's kids. They will not let this go. They are intimidating everybody they come in contact with, and this could be it. Blaine Meeks is rolling him up. He rolls through, knee strike right to the face of Marco.
He doesn't even know where he is. He's so messed up.
Trying to make a tag to Lakota, and Marco Howlett cuts him off. Marco not letting him make the tag to, oh, look at that. Red Cloud just taken off the ring apron by Leonel Howlett.
Smart tag team wrestling right there. He was very, very close to making that tag. Leonel possibly just ended this match with a very, very smart move like that.
Saito suplex drills Blaine Meeks into the canvas, and things are looking bad for Blaine Meeks. Going for a cover here. 1, 2, almost a 3 count. Gets that right shoulder up just in the nick of time.
Blaine Meeks is in pure desperation. He's in survival mode right now. He has been taking a beating from both of the Howletts for several minutes. That's somewhere you don't want to be. These guys have been all over Blaine. I think it's academic. This could be the end right now.
But at any given moment, Blaine Meeks can hit that comic mischief, and that will be it for either one of the Howletts. And what are they doing here? They're going to spike him. Double DDT. Blaine Meeks rolls out of it and spikes both of the Howletts into the canvas, and he needs to make the tag to Red Cloud right now.
Definitely now or never. I think that was the last bit of energy that Blaine Meeks had in his body. He is not moving. We've said this so many times. He's always in such great condition, and he is really struggling right now. If he doesn't make the tag, this match is over.
Everybody is down on the canvas right now, and Blaine Meeks is trying to will himself to crawl across the ring and make the much-needed tag to the big Lakota Warrior, and it looks like he's going to make it, and here comes Lakota Red Cloud to face the Howletts. Double shoulder block takes down both of the Howletts, and Lakota Red Cloud is firing on all cylinders.
This is practically a completely fresh Lakota Red Cloud. He's been on the outside for a long time. Giving it to both the Howletts right now. Man, he is fired up.
Splashing both Howletts.
Bow and arrow.
It looks like he's going for the bow and arrow after splashing both Howletts, and he drills him into the center of the ring. This could be it. Is he the legal man? Is Marco the legal man here in this match?
In all the confusion, I don't know which is the legal man. Referee making the cover, though.
Almost a 3 count. Leonel coming in to make the save for his cousin Marco, and now he's on the attack here against Lakota Red Cloud. Blaine's going to the top rope. High cross body takes out Leonel Howlett.
Referee slowly losing control of this match.
It looks like Blaine Meeks is telling him to get him up. What is he thinking about doing here? Looks like he's hooking him up in a suplex. Blaine Meeks wants to connect, maybe with a super kick of some sort.
Ooh,
and that's the pipe. He just hit him in the back of the head with the pipe. And referee Nick Chin is calling for the bell, and he just cleaned the clock of Red Cloud as well with that pipe. Give me a break. They are robbing Lakota Red Cloud and Blaine Meeks of a victory here tonight.
I told you these guys didn't care about wins and losses. They were here to send a message. They're going to do it one way or another. Looks like they did it with a pipe. Man, both guys down right now hard.
We need some help out here. We need somebody to put a stop to.
Who's going to help these guys? Who's going to volunteer to come and help these guys? Nobody. Are you going to do it?
We just saw Lakota Red Cloud and Blaine Meeks get brained. They were brained with a pipe.
He just nailed the referee, Nick Chin.
He just hit the referee with a chain wrapped around his fist, and he's laughing about it.
Listen, there is nothing that you can do to these guys. Go ahead and fire them, and they're going to meet you in the parking lot. There is nothing that can be done to the Howletts right now.
These Howletts are sick. They are twisted, and they are depraved, and somebody needs to stop them.
Going after the ring announcer, going after the ring girl. They're just beating on the belt. This is mayhem. What are they doing? He's got a table.
He's got a table that he brought out from under the ring. They cannot. Somebody has got to get out there and put a stop to the Howletts.
Marco's got a table as well.
Somebody come out there and help the Howletts, or not help them, help get the Howletts out of there. They're going to injure Blaine Meeks and Lakota Red Cloud.
Looks like those two guys are already down, taking a braining with the pipe from each of them. Man,
and it looks like Daniela is calling the shots.
She's enjoying it. She's telling them what to do, that's for sure.
This is unbelievable, and look at him still taunting Major's kids. This is disgusting. These guys need to be banned for the National Wrestling League. They proved their point. They hit him with pipes. Here comes the Royal Bloods. The Royal Bloods are here?
They're still in the hospital. We're looking for them at the door. I don't see them. Wait, what is this? Look who's jumping over the guardrail. Who is that?
Two people in hoodies are coming in the ring. Daniela has no idea that they're behind. That's the Royal Bloods.
They're right behind Daniela.
That's the Royal Bloods. They're here in the Scottish Rite Temple to seek revenge against the Howletts. They're just hammering away. Wow. Look at them beating the Howletts down, getting revenge They're seeking revenge for getting beat 2 weeks ago.
Never seen the Royal Blood as fired up as they are right now. These two guys are here to fight. They're not here to do any flips. They're not here to do anything fancy. They're here to beat somebody up. Man, they look like they're going to take it out on the Howletts right now.
The crowd here in the Scottish Rite Temple is losing their minds, and the Royal Blood are here for revenge, finally, against the Howletts.
These two guys have been on the shelf for a couple of weeks now, brutally beaten by the Howletts.
Super
they're taking
kicks.
out all their frustration.
They're just taking all the... Look at them just screaming at the Howletts. This is boiling in their blood. Super kick to Marco. Howlett double super kick sends him reeling. And the Royal Bloods are on fire here in the Scottish Rite Temple.
This has gotten beyond personal. These guys are definitely, this is a war. This is what I would call a family feud for sure. Helping up Red Cloud.
Looks like the Royal Bloods are getting Blaine, Meeks, and Red Cloud back to their feet. Finally, it took somebody with the courage of the Royal Bloods to put an end to the assault that the Howletts were perpetrating again here in the Scottish Rite Temple.
I don't know if I would call that courage. I would say they jumped them from behind, which might be the only thing you can do to guys like the Howletts. Look at that table set up.
What are the Royal Bloods doing? They are not done with their revenge on Marco and Leonel Howlett.
Look at
what are they planning to do here? Looks like Red Cloud has him up and just spikes him through the table, and Leonel Howlett goes through the table, and it explodes under the weight of him, and the Royal Bloods have used the strength of Lakota Red Cloud to put him right through that table.
Look at Blaine Meeks. He can't believe it. He's staring right at it. He can't believe that the Royal Blood are doing this. Look at Mr. Goody Good there, Blaine Meeks. He's having no part of this.
They're setting up another table. They are not done extracting this revenge. And I, for one, you know what? I'm glad to see this. The Howletts need to be taught a lesson that they just can't go running roughshod over everybody in the NWL.
We don't need mob rule here. We need a little law and order. I think that's what we need. Looks like Marco,
what are they doing here? They're loading.
Oh, this is not good for Marco.
And he's going to get a power bomb through the table and just folds him into that table.
He snapped that table in half.
That's what you get.
And the Royal Bloods have found their revenge against the Howletts here tonight, and maybe the next time the Howletts stick their nose in somebody's business, they'll think of two broken tables.
You think that this is the end, or is this just the beginning between the Royal Blood and the Howletts? You think this is the first fight those guys have ever been in? I'm telling you, there's a lot more going on here.
The Royal Bloods have come for the blood of the Howletts here tonight, and maybe finally everybody here in the National Wrestling League, including Major Baston, can get some sleep knowing that the Howletts just got a real dose of justice.
Well, look at all that carnage in the ring. You know, Major Baston, you caused all of this. Your ruling and your leadership caused this mayhem and this mayhem and chaos in the middle of the ring. I hope you're happy that your wrestling league has turned into a brawling street fight.
And with that, fans, we will see you next time here at the National Wrestling League Kansas City.